More and more people are starting to get so fed up with the cost of living in America, guys. This is crazy because I've been seeing this over and over in society every day, and man, it's insane the way the cost of living is. Like nowadays, the cost of living, what I see out here in society in America, and sometimes I research like um on different platforms like Zillow, Trulia, things like that, and I'm seeing the cost of living like insanely skyrocketing. Like a 2.2, a 2.1.5, a 3.2, or just a 1.1. Like it's just insanely expensive. You get me, guys? Like nowadays, like the housing market is just insane. Like they're charging so much money now for these little spaces, like really little spaces, like for 2200. You're kind of like having to share a unit with another person there next to you, and this is crazy because it's like I feel like personally, if somebody is already paying $2,000, like 2200, 2300, you shouldn't be living connected with another person next to you. You get me? And from what I'm seeing, the housing market is like that now. Like it's insane. Like I personally feel like nowadays the realtors and the housing market are just taking advantage, and really I feel like they're charging people money like really just to like pay these mortgages. And so like whatever people are paying for rent out there, like 12, like $2,000, 2,500, 2,200, you're really just like paying these people's mortgages. You get me, guys? And these realtors, I feel like nowadays they're really just starting to take advantage of so many Americans and people all over the world, like all over America, and they're just charging too much, and it's really crazy. Like I feel like the people in America are just starting to get so fed up. Like homelessness is starting to go higher and higher because people are really just tired of working so hard and they cannot ever afford their dream home. The the taxes for these properties are insane, and like it's really insane like the way the prices are everywhere, especially Florida. Like Florida, I feel like is a state that like they're taking advantage of the people here because it's like they're always really just charging so much, and it's insane. You get me? Like from what I've seen in Florida, like to have a 2.2 or a 2.1.5, you're having to live right next to someone right next to you. Like you're paying over $2,000 for rent, and you cannot have your own driveway, your own yard. You're still having to park outside of a parking lot of a condominium or something like that, and that's pretty upsetting. Like where people are paying so much rent and working so hard that this is really why I feel like people are just getting more and more fed up. You get me, guys? And I agree with the people in society. Like enough is enough. Like people are having to pay too much rent. Barely people could afford to own a house, because they're just not there. The financial of owning a house is just so much money, and there's homes like $350,000, $450,000, and I'm just noticing that there's something bad going on in America. Like something needs to happen. Like jobs need to pay more to help people live better and be able to pay their mortgages more or be able to own more homes. And I'm seeing that in society, just more and more people are just getting more and more fed up. They're just getting tired of the cost of living. Like I'm seeing that in other states in society, like people are just now like living in their RVs and mobile homes or like in tents. Like I'm even seeing in other states people are living inside of a warehouse unit, which is insane. Like a warehouse unit, like they're living there for cheap for like 400 or 500, like 500, $600 a month in other states in America, and because they can't really afford how things are. And I just think that something needs to change in America. You get me, guys? The way the cost of living is just not right. Like, it's not really fair that people have to keep working so hard, and they can't really afford a nice little property. Like, you get me? People have to live in a duplex, or like, all this stuff. Like, you're living in a property where everybody else is parking in the same parking lot. Like, I'm literally seeing that some properties are charging like 2,400 or 2,300, right? And you have no driveway, no backyard. Like, you're connected to someone right there. Like, it's insane. Like, so that means you're connected. Like, I see properties that they're so connected, and there's a wall right there, which means you're gonna hear everything from your neighbor right next to you, and it's just very insane. Like, the way the cost of living is, and something needs to change, honestly, guys. I don't know if you guys agree, or anybody out there in the world or in America and society agrees with me, but do you agree, like, that something needs to change? You get me, guys? Like, and I hear you guys. Like, if anybody out there feels very fed up with the way the cost of living is, I hear you, because I myself actually have gone through that. And it's just insane how I feel like it's just harder and harder to find a house, a single family home with a driveway and a yard, without having to feel like you're so connected next to your neighbor or something. You get me, guys? It's insane. It's very ridiculous. And I can see why people are just getting so fed up, and they're just tired with the cost of living, that why people are just deciding to live in an RV. Like, I actually see that you can buy an RV for $5,000-$6,000, or between $5,000 and $10,000. You can buy a decent little good quality RV and live rent free. And it's just, the only thing is just really a different lifestyle. Like, you have to figure out where to shower, or I think some of these RVs might have like water in them, but it's just a different way of living. You get me? But at the same time, it's like a more minimalist way of living. Like, you don't have to pay for a rent. It's your home. Your home is your mobile home. You can just pack and go, drive across town anywhere, wherever the road takes you, and you're always, I kind of feel like it's a little fun to even live in an RV, because you get to, like, sleep somewhere new all the time. You get to just explore a new city sometimes, and it's just pretty cool, and you avoid these high rents that some of these realtors and property owners are charging. You get me? And not to mention the credit score. I see that out here, the cost of living, like, just to get a property, you have to have decent, good credit score, which I feel like America has a problem with debt. Like, a lot of people are in debt, paying off things, and they had to get multiple credit cards to pay off a car, or they needed a car to get around, and even to get some people don't have that money to pay up front for a mortgage and to buy a house, and they had to get a loan. The bank lend them some money, and they're still owing that. And, like, it's insane. The cost of living in America is insane, and I think that something needs to change. You get me, guys? I really don't like the way things are in America, and it's pretty sad that I think that something needs to change. You get me? Jobs need to pay more, and so the world is better, people in society are better, so that every time you drive somewhere, you see less homelessness in the streets. You get me? And that makes me sad, because I don't like to see people like that. And some people just, not all of them, I don't think, are being lazy and just deciding to be like that. A lot of them have addictions, or they're just giving up in life because it's so hard, or some just don't have no resources to pay anything. And some people end up in really rough situations, but I really agree. I understand how people are feeling right now with the cost of living. A lot of people are fed up with the cost of living everywhere in America. I run into sometimes some videos, and I see people just really, like, talking, and, like, they just complain, and that something needs to change. You get me? Like, we have a new president now. The president's making a lot of changes, and hopefully, aside from the gas prices, something can change, at least with the cost of living. You get me, guys? So At least America right now has gas prices low, prescription drugs are low, you know, the gas prices. But something needs to happen with the cost of living. You get me, guys? But feel free to let me know your thoughts, guys. Do you guys agree? Are you one of those people out there who are fed up with the cost of living? And, feel free to engage, comment down below in this video and let me know. Do you agree? Like sometimes it could just be better to live in an RV or something, because it's just insane. Like, people are just fed up with the cost of living, and it's ridiculous. You get me, guys? But yeah, guys, I just wanted to share this with you guys about the cost of living in America and how crazy it is. And I just wanted to share these things with you guys, whoever runs into this video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. I do a lot of videos on different topics, and I talk about society and a lot of different things, relatable things. You get me, guys? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon in another video. Take care.